Nothing says you light up my life like the gift of a bundle of fire starters. But whether you're gifting them to yourself or to a loved one, they can make life a lot easier for the outdoors person or someone who's a frequent fire maker. Now in legend, it is often the gods that bestow the gift of fire. But today, we're gonna look around the house and see what scraps we can turn into fire starters to make you an epic gift giver. Time for a scavenger hunt. What do you have in your house that's flammable? Okay, let's rephrase. What do you have in your house that would make a nice fire starter? Our favorite fire starter has two base materials. One is a paper egg carton and the other is scraps of wax. And that can be old candles, old wax crayons, or even pour off from your scented wax warmer. Then you need a nice flammable material to fill your pockets with. And this could be dryer lint, sawdust, or shredded paper. So what you're gonna do is fill your pockets about 3/4 full with whatever material you have on hand, like so. Next, you're gonna wanna melt your wax on the stovetop. So although a house fire would make you warm and toasty, that's not what we're going for today. There's a few things you can do to make things a little bit safer. The first is to melt your wax using a pot with some water in the bottom. And then you place your wax melting vessel inside that, and it'll slow the melting rate and make it less likely to start any fires. Next, you want to keep your wax under constant adult supervision. And finally, it's always good to have one of these guys on hand. Mess is our other concern. If you have ever worked with wax or even just spilled it, you know it's a pain to clean up. So that is why we generously want to cover our workspace with newspapers or old flyers. And another good tip is to use the top of your egg carton and place the base inside of it. Now that's not garbage. Next time you can tear up those pieces and put them into your next set of fire starters. Also, you don't want to use your best cookware, but that doesn't mean you should use plastics because they will likely melt on you. So what we want to do is to take our melted wax and fill up each little pocket. You want it really well saturated. And be careful. And there you have it. Let them cool, cut them into pieces, and boom, you have yourself 12 fire starters ready to go. Now, fun fact, dietitian, food stuff. Dried orange peels are actually flammable because of the oils in the skin. Now, we don't find that they make great fire starters on their own, but they make an excellent companion. So think of them a little more like kindling. And now you have no reason to throw out your orange peels. Just place them in a single layer in a well-ventilated area, and you will have them for your next set of fire starters. Want to up your game? You can add a little flair and potentially have some better smelling fires by adding in aromatics like rosemary, cinnamon sticks, anise, bay leaves, sage, mint, pine needles, or cloves. Pine cones also burn well and add a festive touch. In the interest of science, we wanted to find out which material burns longest. The results? Lost stove privileges after your last kitchen disaster? Another option is to create your own paper logs with flammable contents. Grab some paper, load it up with some flammable items, roll it up, and tie the ends. Now you have yourself a special flammable firecracker. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. And that fire starters should only be lit in appropriate wood-burning spaces. Let us know in the comments below if you give the gift of fire, or if you'd like to see a homemade marshmallow recipe in a future episode. Stay safe and stay cozy.